And good evening one, good evening all. We are back live and exclusive to twitch.tv. I am your host, Swishbone, for the evening, and the chat box is over in that direction. When you get your comments in there, I'll do what I can to interact with you all as we are back in the lurid, overrun, bitterly brutal world of Ibisa live here in Silent Hill F. Now, we are playing this as a New Game Plus run. We did the original stream way back a few weeks back. And speaking of that, I've kept you all waiting because I unfortunately took an injury last week, and that meant I wasn't able to properly hold a controller for a week. But luckily, sound of me knocking on lots of wood there, it's going to remain better from now on. So fingers crossed, everything's going to be fine. So what's going to happen now is we're going to get back into the game where we picked up. On this run, we're doing what we can to avoid using a certain healing item for Hinako. Because if we do, I get the feeling we might find ourselves on a new route. So we're in the alternate world at the moment. And from memory, what we're looking to do is get over to the sacred door in that direction. Right. Okay. Let's get excited. Why did I just start quoting Monokuma? Why did I start doing that? Answer, because I like Danganronpa too much. Ah, you can. I'll have one of those, that's good. Yeah, you are missing something, and I think if I'm right, we need to go in one of the rooms down the back where there should be a candle that I believe goes into the holder there, and that should allow us to progress further. You ever find that whenever you come back to a game after weeks after playing it, you're like, I have no memory of this place. Ah, there we go. Lucky for me, I didn't lose all of my mind. Just 99% of it. Ah. Ooh, spooky. Don't believe the fox's words. Stay away from the western room. We're not to trust the fox, apparently. My response to that is, for fox's sake. I deserve that one, people. Yeah, stay away from the western room that's mysteriously opened for no reason. There's nothing suspicious about this, people. No. This is perfectly normal. I do find it interesting here that the characters have all got their faces daubed out or been scrubbed. And that would look like a headless version of Hinako. Judging by the enemies in this game, that's kind of accurate, to be honest. It's what they like to do. Okay, surprise. Don't trust him. And there's the Inari sculpture. But for us right now, there's nothing more to do here. Oh, we're being attacked. Luckily, I has a knife. But that has reminded me, actually. I think I need to change my called charmed of some kind. That's it, Omamori. I've just realised high durability weapons. We don't need them in this part of the world. So let's have a look here. That could come in handy. Perfect dodges come easier to perform. That's an absolute no-brainer. And again, weapon consumption from the low durability light attacks the thing about that is that essentially it's only useful when your weapons degrade. And in this particular part of the game, the weapons don't degrade at all. So you end up wasting charms if you have them equipped, which is something I didn't realize when I first played the game. Now that I've played it through and I've learned a bit more of the mechanics, it's a little, I don't want to say easier, but a little more straightforward in that respect. So we presented that Inari structure and what a surprise. We are able to go through. Yeah, nice jump scare there, people. The light has gone out, but luckily for me, I see a much better weapon. Give me that Naginata. I do want to be FemC. Yes, I do. Yes, that's right. So the fire has gone out. We've no longer got any light at all. We've got to do this the old-fashioned way. But I have my Naginata. All is fine in the world. So for those of you who played Persona 3, you'll probably... Well, Persona 3 Portable, to be exact. You might recognize this as the weapon that was used by Katane Shiomi. That's the canon name for the female protagonist, FemC. So, when I first played this game and I saw that, I'm like, yes, give me that weapon. I want to be FemC. Got ourselves a save point, that's good. Yeah, looks like the door's not gonna open. We're looking for another mystery key.
Sakuko?
Ooh. Where are you? I heard you. Ah, there you are. Yes, if you can get the counters in with that little flash, not only do you do a lot of damage, but depending on the Omomoris you have equipped, sometimes it can give you back your health, or it can also, I think there's other ones out there that might maybe repair damage to your weapons or things of that nature. And we've got an offering to give to the shrine, which we want, because we can use that to get faith, and with getting faith we can either upgrade our character's stats personally, or we can take our look at drawing some more Omomoris, which might actually prove beneficial in the long run. Divine Water. I'm a bit low on equipment space. That's the only thing that's worrying me here. Yeah, I'm already at maximum space, so I've got to be careful in what I carry. So I'm going to stick with what I've got for now. So this game's definitely gone into the more traditional Japanese horror style to it. I thought that she had I thought she was flashing them for a counter, but I was wrong. When they get like a little brief purple and blue flash, that's when you can attack them. And if you get it right, you can do a lot of damage. So here we go. We are now in a mysterious medicinal library. Way too many scrolls to navigate here. All the secret arts medicines succumb to us, spirit and flesh. Ugh. Yeah, that's not ominous at all, is it, people? Messages like that. Now, typical of any third-person action game or horror game, you want to explore because you might find things you need. The crimson spring gushing from the womb deep within is the Shimizu family. And then... Unfortunately, Hinako's translation kind of cut across my audio then, so I do apologise. In case you're wondering why I've got Japanese audio for Hinako and the characters, because it is set in 1960s Japan, this. It feels more authentic. Even though, actually, ironically, the English voice actress for Hinako is Susie Young, aka Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII Remake Rebirth. Ritual is held. The Igarashi clan, last descendants. Oh, there's another one here. Not enough. The honourable blood. Fill it up. Make it full. Otherwise... I mean, well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You say you made it barely because you're feeling a little sleepy. Oh, what are you not to today then that's knackered you out apart from work and life and other stuff on top of that? Welcome to the stream either way. Good to see you.
どこ?
Nope, nothing here. So I do love the low lighting that they've gone for with this. They've really made it stand out in that respect. It's fantastically well done. Ah, what's this? Another dried carcass. Ah, but as you can see, I really want that because it's fabulous as a way of getting faith. But unfortunately, unless I go back to one of the other shrines, do some serious backtracking. I mean, it's not too serious. I could try it. I'm half tempted, to be honest. Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to pick those up. I thought it was a lore piece, but it wasn't. I deliberately don't want to touch them. I don't want to touch the red pills. Because I've already done the playthrough where you get them. And... Oh, I see you. Huh. Well, that went better than I thought it would. I expected to have to do some serious digging there. Get some Arare, because they're kind of like chickpea healing. So they're useful. Now, I just want to say, can anyone please let me know if the stream quality is okay? And the reason I asked that is while I was setting up today, unfortunately, I noticed a problem with my LAN cable that I've got. And it's, while it's in my system, it's not as secure as it normally is. And I'm concerned that it's going to interfere with the stream's quality. I think that's worked. Yes, it has. It's okay for now, good. Right, great to hear. Nice one. That's what I wanted to say. Oh, I see you. See, if you can isolate the enemies one-on-one, it's okay. Still not ideal. And so the great thing about the Naginata is it has very, very high attack power. It's very, very damaging. As I say, I want to carry this over to the main game. I want to be running around the Bishigaraka with my Naginata. I want it. I'll come when I'm good and ready. Don't tell me what to do. So it looks like there's an item that I can pick up there, but unfortunately I don't got the space for it. Yep, absolutely spot on. I've not got the space for that. So instead, we will go in this direction. And then we'll go left. That makes sense. Again, checking in case there's any hidden items. Yep, I heard you come in. Yeah, so one of the Omomoris I've got equipped, I can't remember which one it is actually. I can show you now actually. Is an item, it's this one here, the Mantis. You get a little bit of health back when you successfully counter. That is a fabulous little item to have. Because if you can be good, or I won't say good, but even average at countering, it can get you some much needed health, which gives you some extra options other than just trying to get through it by constantly using healing items. Now I'm going to quickly save my game. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some enshrining, because I've got quite a lot of items that I won't say I don't need, but I could really do with freeing up some space. I'm going to gamble on a Higashi as well. That'll do it. So that's got us 840 faith, which is amazing. Now, what we can do here, we can actually take a gamble and see if we can get anything decent from the Omamori. So we can only draw one, because it costs 600 faith, and it could be anything. So let's see what happens, and if it's a bad one, I can always reload.
Yes, we save scum on this channel. Oh yes, we do.
We got the Omamori Owl. Greatly decreases sanity consumption while using focus. Could be useful in combat, because obviously when you're using focus, that's when you're countering. So it's a useful one to have. Of the ones I've got equipped at the moment, perfect dodges, slightly restoring health, and that's the one for won't be interrupted when using a healing item. So for now, I'm going to stick with the ones I've got, but if I get enough faith to expand my Omori slots, that could be a good one to have, because it'll give me more options in battle. I will have to stop and finish that coffee in a minute, because otherwise it's going to get terribly horrible and cold. It's not going to be the worst coffee I've ever had.
Is it, Avian?
But it's certainly not going to be one I want. Yeah, we're gonna run here. That's annoying. I need to go forward, then back around. And then left and left again. You see, that's more annoying than anything, these random interruptions to your movements. They're actually more annoying than scary, in my opinion. It's like, oh no, you know, that's the kind of feeling I get from it. I've gone this way because I knew that thing was going to start screaming and I didn't want to get caught around it if I could possibly avoid it. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Now then, this is the room that I always get annoyed by. Oh, look! Loads of healing items! Oh, wait a second. Loads of healing items. Game, what have you got planned here? You know, it's that kind of vibe. And it's all first aid kits and bandages. Don't get me wrong, I like bandages and I like first aid kits, but they take up a lot of space. I've already got 5 of them. If I give away one of my divine waters, I might have room for 1 more first aid kit. And that could be helpful, just so that I've got that extra backup slot just when I need it. In fact, I'm going to give away 2 of my divine waters. And with that in mind, I will now pick up the first aid kit. I've already got plenty of bandages. This time, we will go all the way to a new data. Yes, we're starting a new slot because we can. Apologies, peeps. I'm not letting good coffee go to waste. Yeah, here we go. I love how she said dodge this, so I did. Ow. Ah, there was a very brief counter flash then. Yeah, the problem is the stamina gauge. That's the issue. Right, just got a counter in on you. Goodbye.
着物の分際でここへ踏み入ろうとは愚かな。
今のは
君についてきた汚れだろう。もう失せた。安心していい。属性に生きる以上、汚れがつくことは仕方がない。払えばいいだけのことだ。行こう。
I'm waiting for the key change.
この先は神聖な領域だ。私も君も汚れは持ち込めない。ここで汚れを落とす。 さあ君も。
はい。
I'm not getting any choices here, people.
大丈夫。ただの水だよ。
Ah. So now she's remembering again. So that's very different, obviously, because in the original game, we didn't see any of that until quite a bit further down the path.
ひらこ、おい、しっかりしろ。
ドジだね。あんた階段から落ちたんだよ。
腕、どうした？
あれ、引っ掛けて破いちゃったのかな。
特にあざはないみたいだな。痛むところはないか？
うん、大丈夫。それはよかった。
どうした？
行こう。時間を無駄にした。
よし。行こう。
私をちゃんと守ってよ。私、ひな子みたいに強くないんだから。
分かってる。俺から離れるな。
Feel the drama, people.
目指すは
Feel
俺
the
の
drama.
家だ。裏道から山を越え県道に出よう。俺が先頭を行く。相棒はしんがりを。
分かった。私はシュウ君の後ろにいるね。真ん中なら安心だし。しんがりは引き受けた。
So before we go any further, we're going to very quickly revisit our Amores because I would much rather have the wolf and the speeder. So what's cool then is I actually got through that fight without using healing. I think I used one bandage, didn't I, actually? Yeah. So I didn't use much in the way of healing, which is good. A bandage. I'll grab it just for the sake of it. Anything further back this way? Doesn't look like it. In terms of weaponry, yeah, we've got a damaged sickle. We've got a baseball bat. The kitchen knife I'm trying to save because it's a very high damage output weapon. So I want to save it for when I really need it. I mean, the sickle is actually surprisingly powerful as well. The sickle does quite a lot of damage. Then again, would you want to fight someone who comes running at you with a scythe? I don't think I would. I imagine that they would be able to kill you to bits quite easily. We are in the foggy world of Inaba, I mean Abisagaoka. Yeah, Atlas, when are you going to show us more of your Persona 4 revival, by the way? It's been months since you dropped that teaser trailer. There's been nothing since. I think this is somewhere I already explored. Yeah, I did. I explored here earlier. That's okay. We should now be coming up on a shrine where we can try and get ourselves some more faith and get ourselves further into the battle. So I'll get rid of you because I don't need you. Might as well free up a slot with you, and that's about it. And we shall record this over what we were before. Fabuloso. Or Magnifico. Depending on how you want to sum things up. Yeah. Hinako's ready to get some batting practice.
Hinako! こっちだ! 大丈夫か相棒化け物につけられてないか
問題ない。柊君っていつまでひな子のこと相棒って呼ぶの？相棒なんて呼び方小学生の男子みたい。
相棒は相棒さ。俺は相棒を女扱いしてない。
そうだな。された覚えもない。
立ち話は終わりだ。行くぞ。
Yes, because you can't possibly be friends with one of the opposite sex and just be friends, can you, people? Never understood that. Maybe, again, it might be more of a Western thing, but it's like, why is it that you have to be romantically involved? You don't. Just as you, two girls or two guys can be romantically involved if they want to, rather than just mates. It's the same thing. Ah, I will equip that over the sickle. I did explore back here. It was where the temple was. But yeah, we've already dealt with this one. The offering. You can actually see it there. So that's 2 of 5. There's another 3 to be found somewhere in the world. So we want to keep our eyes open for any clues for that. It is a trope. It's a huge trope. I completely agree with you on that one, Avian. It's also cliche and annoying. Ah, well, listen, that's work for you, Evian. That's exactly how work goes, isn't it? You can be having a nice, relaxing cruise, and then suddenly someone drops all the case files on your desk. You know, so don't be too bothered about that. My screens are all about enjoying it and having fun anyway. It's like, you know, come in, chill out for a bit, and if you need to bugger off, it's fine. Well, not bugger off, leave. Bugger off makes me sound like I don't want anyone around. If that was the case, I wouldn't be streaming. And so, of course, for those of you who are watching this now and wondering what's been going on earlier in the series, you can catch up on this on my YouTube channel, where I've got all the previous parts already viewable. Yeah, you stay over there, that's fine. But you can see how there's more corruption that's formed here. I think we've already been... Yeah, we have. We've been inside this house. This was the house of the doctor. The music's turning. That tells me there's enemies nearby.
Aibo, 妙な化け物が増えてる気がしないか?
お前の宇宙戦争だって妙な宇宙人がどんどん増えてっただろうが。
ひな子って柊君と話すときは男の子みたいな喋り方だよね。
昔の癖が今も抜けないからかな。
俺たちは幼い頃からの付き合いだからな。
ふーん。だから男女の関係にはならなかったってわけ。
今はそんな話をしてる時じゃないぞ。行こう。
Correct, Shu, we don't. We don't need to talk about that now. No, I don't want the red capsules. I'm doing everything I can to avoid consuming them. Quick save, and then we'll carry on. Right, so we need to get down to... If I quickly zoom out... Oh, that's as far as it's going to let me zoom. That's annoying. Yeah, we need to get down to Shu's house, which means probably going back through town. And then I think it's going to be down here, where there's a secret-looking road. Okay. Any loot back here of value? Nope, I must have already cleaned it out. Of course I did. I don't like leaving loot. Oh, you're out. Ah! Well, that's frustrating, but I do have another baseball bat, so I can replace the one I've already got. In which case, I'll switch to the baton for now, the pipe. You're inside the fence, you can't get to me. I don't give a toss. Stay right where you are. You, on the other hand, you can get to me. Ah, there you are. Well, you're behind me, so why should I care? I'll say that in English now. Why should I care? Hello. Yeah, this little, this Amori spider, which reduces the durability damage for light attacks, is actually very useful. Because it allows you, if you can get them stunned, to just literally start wailing on them with light attacks to finish them off. It's not quite for 3, but it's certainly a lot less than normal. Everywhere's blocked off now. Absolutely everywhere is blocked out from me. There is a light down there though, so maybe we can try that route. Well, Shu and Rinko found the route. Question is, how were they not attacked? I think I've already got that sign, but I might as well get it anyway for completion purposes. And there's no loot left back here either, so that's okay. Down we go. Cutscene time. Oh, not that arsehole again. So, it's time for us to go back to school, people. Told needed to do that, didn't I? Right, looks like then, yeah, as I thought, we've got to head down. So, I think we've got to go back around here, then slip down that pathway around, maybe? We've basically got to get to the school, which is in that direction. There's all sorts of routes, but very little information. Well, let's go looking. Ah, damn it. I realised at the last second when she started doing a glomp move. And I'm like, ugh. I am taking my health back. Spawn capping me like that. Who do you think you are? No items back there. Ah, it'll be down that route. Yeah, it'll be right down there. But there is at least a save point here, so let's take advantage while we still can. Just checking. I doubt there's going to be anything further back here, but we might as well take a look. Oh. There is something back here. Hello? I don't remember being able to get back here before. Well, that's interesting. Son, you better read this and get it through your thick head. Let me take you back to something that happened during the war. One day, some high and mighty military police from out of town got pissed drunk and decided to kick over a statue in Ari-sama, even spat on it. The next morning, all those policemen were found dead in the waterway, their corpses bloated and heavy as hell. They got carted off to the medical examiner's office so the coroner could take a look. You know, that place a few minutes from us. I was one of the people who carried the bodies and washed them, so I saw everything with my own two eyes. When that doctor put his knife to their bellies and opened them up, a whole swamp of stomach-churning gunk came pouring out. And I don't mean their guts, either. From neck to navel. Hell, even right up their asses. Those bodies were stuffed full of decomposing rats, birds, frogs, snakes, you name it. And that look of frozen terror on their faces. I'll never forget that. Anyway, moral of the story is you better not ever disrespect an Ari-sama in any way, even if you're drunk. So is there anything further back here then? Because I honestly don't remember going this way. It's possible we did and I might have forgotten about it, but it looks like there's a whole new area here. Or at least an area I've not been in some time. There are enemies nearby, I can hear them. Yeah, called it. Not this time, my friend. Nice try. With a ramen there, I can always sacrifice it. Well, not sacrifice it, but offer it. As we continue our exploration here in the Bisagaoka. Right. Question is, can I use any of this? No, but I'll tell you what I can do. because it's only a couple of streets away, I can go and make some offerings. Yeah, I was right. I knew we couldn't get back here because the van was there. So I don't remember coming back this way, so I want to see what's down here now. I don't know if this is a brand new area that's been unlocked in the new version of the game, or if it was always there and I never bothered to check it out, which, to be fair, is very like me. I want to get that chocolate and offer that because that'll be at least 100. A load of extra faith will come in handy. Wasn't there, it was down here. Yeah, that's right, it was here. See if there's anything else I can grab before I have to get back and do some more offerings. There's a Arare, we can have that. That's an extra 10. Apologies for the backtracking here, people, but due to the inventory system in this game, you don't really have much of a choice, you just have to keep doing it. I've not helped myself when I've picked up those red capsules in Era, because they're occupying space and I can't discard them. I can't get rid of them. At least don't think I can. I'm going to take a look in a moment. So, go for an Arare, and then that's 90 extra faith. Which is good. Means that we can, if we want now, draw another Omamori. However, I'm thinking for now that what I'll do is I'll hold on to the faith just to see what else I can do. If I go on my equipment... So, for example, these. Oh! You can discard them. Brilliant. I didn't want them in my inventory anyway. The features that you don't realise are in a game, people. That's made things much easier. I just got rid of 2 slots of inventory by just pressing square. It was right there in the menu. Don't get me wrong, it was right there. But I, being a clot, an absolute pillock who doesn't know what the hell he's doing, didn't spot it. And if you've watched my streams before, you're all like, and why is that a change, Swish? How is this new? To which I say, shut up. Wow, this one's not giving me a chance to counter. That's almost like a deadlier version of a regular enemy. Ah, finally! It went into a position where I could counter. I don't remember those enemies being that resistant or that strong. So this is something new. And that's okay, I don't mind that. Oh, boo. No loot. I find a hidden drop point, and what's in there? A big fat nothing. So I'm supposed to be catching up to Rinko and Shu, but I'm going a very different way here. I'm going back an alternate road, because there might well be some hidden loot that I've missed. Is that... Ah. I wasn't even aware that was there. That's good news. Nah, for now that's okay. So we'll go back up here and we'll go with that one. That's an old one. Thank you. Ah, another pipe. I will switch it for that one. The Great Invasion number 2. Inconceivable! Is there a secret body-snatching aliens? They may already be among your loved ones. Right, that tells me that's definitely going to be tied to an ending. So this was the inspiration for Space Wars. I was thinking it'd be an exciting story. Apparently, that only applies to the last scene, with the rest of it just being a sci-fi horror movie. Shu didn't like that when he was younger, so it was his dream to fight back with his very own space army. That's one of the things I like about Shu. He doesn't let reality hold him back. Was that a backhanded compliment from Hinako there? I don't think it's the Triffids. No, Day of the Triffids. That's a fantastic sci-fi story, though. If you ever, if anyone's not read that, by the way, go out and check it out. It's a fabulous book. It's from decades ago, and it still holds up to this day. It's an absolute belter.
今何かが飛んでったぞ。
Sounds like our friends are in danger. In fact, isn't this the where we started the game? I'm pretty sure it is. Something sounds like a dog here. Found a hidden Higash. I am not taking the red pills. I know that in the Matrix that was what you were supposed to do, but this isn't the Matrix. Ah, that's now a dead end. Okay. Unless... I'm seeing 2 arrows up here. Ah. Yeah, we're about to have something happen because the save icon's appeared. Here we go. It's these arseholes. I did hit something there, but I think it's because my character was out of stamina. I think. Look at that. The light blow did all the damage. It's just frustrating that it took a load of hits on me. I don't like that. But I've gone a different route here. I'm almost certain we didn't go this way. Ah. Okay, well, I'm stuck here now. I'm stuck in a house. That's a good offering item, the kudzu tea. Yes, it has gotten in the house. Step back, girls. This calls for a real show man. The hot-bodied baseball samurai steps up to the plate. Yes, why is Sakako on the radio? Yeah, it looks like there's nothing in here. That's disappointing. Because it was a cupboard by itself, I thought there'd be something in here, but no. Looks like the only way is through the stairs. Yeah, something's definitely happened here. Right, there's a door there, but before we explore it. No, that wasn't a pun. I wasn't trying to reference a kids' TV show with that one. Saying door and explore. That was not what I was doing before you start saying it in the chat. Yep. Ew, it just pukaked on me. Will you stop doing that? That's just disgusting. Kindly knock it off with spewing your guts on me. This is really quite nasty in this room, isn't it, people? I'm really quite surprised at how horrible it is, but I don't think we're supposed to actually have beaten the snot out of them. I mean, you're supposed to run past them and leap through the window. But me, being a bit of an East End thug, decided to do it the old-fashioned way.
ひなこをほっといて。もう手遅れなの。どうしようもない。このままじゃダメやすいんだ。
苦しんでる。このままにしておく。
Hinako might be suffering, but she's doing it on her own. So I feel like we're taking an alternate route here. And I'm not sure, but again, this is the way we came at the start of the game and ran away. Now we're kind of like going back to it. And we're finding all kinds of secrets here and all kinds of unusual stuff. The question I have is, which way do we go from here? Because there's multiple. It looks like there might be multiple paths, so I've got to be careful. Oh, someone's pinging. Ah, meanwhile, good evening, Miyakata096. Yeah, your headphones are broke, so reply in the chat. Well, I don't really do that while I'm live. It's a bit tricky for me to do that, doing tip-tap-tapping away. But how are you doing? I say that when you say you can't hear me. I'm not very good at this. There we go. At least I'm giving you something there with that one. So with that in mind, let's get ourselves back to the game. So, that way leads back to town. That's the way we went back to the other side when I came here before. But, hello. If that takes us down, that might take us round to the school. So out of curiosity, we could go back along this pathway here. So the question is there anything back here? We did find one of the alien signs when we went off the beaten path earlier. So I want to try the same here. Oh, there's an enemy nearby. you go. You're dead. Ooh, nice. Another EMA. Awesome. And our red capsules, which I don't want. Yes, that enemy likes to puke its guts up. Ah, how annoying. Sorry, people, I've got a bot who's trying to invade my stream. Not having that, you are banhammered. And I'm very quickly just going to do a quick report, so I do apologise to this, people. So, there's nothing wrong with your stream. You've not done anything wrong here. So apologies for that, people. You wouldn't have seen that because the message has been, shall we say, quarantined. So I apologise for briefly interrupting the game there. Let's get back to it. Yes, because this is literally the way the game started. So bizarrely, we've kind of... Ah.
シュウ君、嘘ついてるよね。
知らねえよ。
騙せてると思う？ひなこを。
ひなこ、遅かったな。心配したぜ。
心配してなかったよ。相棒なら絶対に大丈夫って言ってた。そうか。ありがとう。
Okay, let's check out back here. Okay, there was weapons here when we first came through. Not been so lucky this time, which I can't say I'm surprised at, to be honest. So it's interesting that we're going a very different route. And that scene with Rinko and Shu, I don't remember that from the initial playthrough. So we've definitely engineered a change here. Where are you? I hear you. Where are you? I feel like I'm playing Senshu now. Where are you? Come on! And technically that's a game set in feudal Japan, so I suppose it kind of tracks. This was a blocked off route. Ah, but not now it isn't. That's the way to the school. Okay. As that's the way we're supposed to progress, let's go and explore the area we're not supposed to. Because I'm a rebel Yankee. I do things my own way. Oh, a toolkit. Ah, right, I'll tell you what. Okay. I'll get a free repair. Plenty more statues, but none that I can interact with, which is disappointing. Now it looks like we've reached the end of the path here. So there is definitely no way to go. Which is kind of what I expected, to be honest. I was expecting to reach a point where I couldn't go any further. The game likes to have a set route to take. But everything here feels that little bit different. And obviously you've got to look around for any new routes. Ah, right, there's a new one. So, photo attached to a research journal appears to be a clue collected by a researcher. So it looks like an area with trees and some mushrooms, and then some kind of building off to the side. There were a number of damaged Jizo statues in the hollows of the divine tree. I saw old and broken tools laid in front of the statues, most likely so that they could be put to rest. The sacred sword came far before the Inari faith. As such, Jesus statues are more likely than Inari statues to be used as anchors for sealing the sword. It seems I'll need to look into the beliefs that are older than the Inari faith to find the sacred sword. Yep, so that is the quest that's ongoing. And essentially, we're looking for an area. That photo is incredibly grainy. And I'd love to be able to zoom in on it, but I can't, which is really disappointing. Yep, that's the field notes. We've already got that. So these are the... Obviously, this is the gentleman who's been finding all the things he can. So we found the first one. That was right by the post box. Oh, that's frustrating, Evie. And you say you can't get a break from work. I've been in that situation before. It's never fun. And then finally, we've got the third one. So it appears to be between two trees of some kind. Not much more to really say. So it's going to be in this direction somewhere. Okay, let's keep our eyes open. Oh, a dried carcass. Ah, bugger. Suppose I could use a bandage. Oh, that's still not enough. Are you serious? Come on. I want that dried carcass. It gives a load of faith. Oh, it's him. Ew. Ah. Okay. Well, that was more awkward than it needed to be, but hey-ho. Now, maybe that will give me the space I need. It has! Hey! So it cost me 2 healing items, but I got rid of my most hated enemy. Because that enemy, you can't really do much to avoid it. Its attacks are far too fast. And nothing really holds it in place. The only option you've got is if you're lucky enough to be able to get it in a counter, but it barely ever does the move to counter. Ah! I forgot they did that. That's the reason to take it out, to be honest. Oh, piss off. Again, another enemy that doesn't really counter option, that one. It's really quite annoying. Those kind of enemies, they're not hard, they're just annoying. That's the thing I hate about it. But, you know, that's just how it goes. Right, 2 trees on a pathway. Right, okay. I think it might be here. Are there 4 trees and shot? I think it's somewhere around here. The question is where? I've also not seen an item to pick up. But it's just looking here. There's an enemy back there, I've got to be careful. It looks like there's 2 stone pillars on the right in that photo to me. And I'm not seeing them here. So I might be in the wrong place. It's that kind of design, but it's not quite right. Well, let's keep looking around everywhere. Just to be sure. This is very much a case of check everywhere. Look at everything. That's the best mechanic I think we've got. If we're going to find it. Meantime, I'm going to enshrine one of you because you get a lot for it. One of you and one of you. Brilliant. That's awesome. So if I wanted to pray, I mean, I could raise my sanity meter, but I need a lot more faith to be able to get those forward. So I'm currently kind of like hanging on to faith because I need it, because I think the Omamori is going to be more important than anything. I think with the Omamori, you can literally just like start building your character to have certain moves, like the ability to have lower damage to high to light attacks, for example. Oh, chocolate. I will have one of those. What's back here? I was hoping that might be where the shrine was. It seems to have all the hallmarks of it, slightly off the beaten path, but not too far off, you know what I mean? Gonna enshrine the chocolate while I can. So that's where we came from. The school's where we're going to. There's definitely nothing back here, is there? No, there's not. So looking at the path, we're supposed to go around to the school, but there are quite a few areas nearby to check out. So let's explore everywhere. Let's check everything. Yeah, from the Obon Festival, it's a bit early for those. Found the Higashi. There's a radio that I can't interact with. I don't want to head to the next part if I can. I want to explore everywhere else first. Because I'm concerned if I go into here, I'll trigger the cutscene to start the school. And I don't want to do that just yet. Because I want to check that I've not missed anything. You must all be getting really bored of me constantly going back and authoring things, but that's what you got to do. It all adds up, those little moments of faith. Right, let's keep going up and then left. Ah! Right, somewhere up in the hills then it seems to be. I found the damage to Jesus stand in the mountains. The characteristic on its base is indecipherable. What was that just now? Answer, whatever that is where we need to find. And there will be an item for us to recover. So let's get looking. Because that's what happened in the first time when I found the doll. And the second time when I found the water canister. Same thing. So, here we go. There's the there's the fluttering... There's the fluttering flag. I heard you coming. Yeah, I wanted a free health then. I think it's on the other side. Yeah, it is. It's on the other side. So what I'll do is go back this way, save my game so I don't have the trigger, and then see if I can get, without going into the school, go back around on myself, because if I can complete this. So we want to head up to the right, but then not go into the school. So we want to be careful from this point on. One false step could trigger a cutscene that kills our progress. And we'll have to do a load, so we've got to be careful here.
やめてくれ。そんな話今はしたくない。
やめないよ。柊君がしっかりと現実を見るまでやめない。
だからやめてくれ。俺は
なら言ってあげる。ひな子はね、死んだんだよ。ひな子は向こうの世界で楽しくやっているんだから。
相棒遅かったな。さあ行こうぜ。
Yep, so Rinko believes we're dead. Shu doesn't believe we're dead. And Hinako's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. So don't enter the school. If I'm right, we want to go to the left here.
昔はシュートこの辺で道草食ってた。
Yep, broken Japanese gator sandals. They are what we needed. So now we're going back on ourselves. Because quite frankly, we want to make the offering. That'll be 3 of 5 done. At least that's what it suggests to me, judging by the journals of this mysterious... well, I don't want to say explorer, but you know what I mean. Archaeologist, anthropologist, whichever one it is. My ears were met with the soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do. So we've currently got, as I said before, we've gone back through the game. We offered, first of all, in the town, we offered the item, which was the doll. Then here we found the finished water canister. And now this one seems to be relating to... and it was indecipherable. But it was sandals, which suggests earth. So we've done water, we've done earth. Not sure what the doll one could be, but I'm guessing there's going to be a wind and a fire one. Assuming one of them's not already been used. Now, I am finding it intriguing how we're getting the new cutscenes as we're playing the game through again. We've now had Rinko outright saying that Hinako's not with us. Now, I don't know if that's because I've not used the red capsules. That might be the reason for that. Because I've refused to use them. Before we enter the school, let's just quickly check in case there's anywhere else that has loot. Those of you who've been on my channel before will know that I love to find loot. It's very important to me. And I find it especially annoying when games booby trap the loot, don't I, Avian? Yeah, you need to go and hunt for a key. Or you could just climb the fence. It's really not that hard.
相棒も疲れただろう。休んでてくれ。俺は鍵を探してくる。
分かった。
シュウ君が一緒じゃないと嫌だよ。心細いよ。お願い、一緒にいてね。
別に俺が一緒じゃなくて
相
も。
棒も少し休め。鍵は私が探す。
そうだよ。シュウ君はずっと戦闘で頑張ってたんだから、後からついてくるだけだったヒナコの方が余裕あるって。
おい、そんな言い方をするなよ。
私は気にしない。二人とも休んでてくれ。行ってくる。
Yes, she should look to the key to the back gate. But first, let's explore. Nah, there's no alien announcement there, so that's annoying. Oh, what's this? Ah, so we've now got the floor plan of the school. Oh, well, that makes things much easier. I've actually got the full floor plan. I don't remember that being there in the original game, but it's possible I just walked right past it. Because I have that habit when I play games. I walk right by the solution half the time. Right, let's keep looking. Oh, look. It's the return of the annoying Scarecrow girls. Anyone who remembers my first playthrough of this game where we were in the rice field will know how much I'm a fan of them. I'm definitely not lying, people. I thought that was amazing. So getting rid of those red pearls has made me a load of inventory space. That's really good news.
学校創立より古いとか、ダム建設で一山当てた成金がわざわざここに学校を建てたって聞いたことがある。
A rich person builds a school, eh?
そんなとこに置いとくなんて。
Why do I suddenly get flashbacks to Final Fantasy VIII? If you know, you know. It's not often that I do New Game Plus runs on these streams, but obviously I did it for Sea of Stars, so we could get the Platinum. The only time thus far I've actually got a Platinum on stream. I've never done it since. And then, of course, there was the attempt at playing through part of New Game Plus of Final Fantasy X. No, X-2, sorry, even, which was not so great. To all faculty on patrol duty, to prevent students from going on the second floor, please ensure the corridor is locked at the end of the day. On patrol this week, Vice Principal Matsuo.
キーボックスが開かない。鍵がいる。
You've got a pipe, just smash it. Ah, speaking of a pipe, there's another one there, so I might as well use the one I've already got. Vice Principal, please do not lock the key to the second floor in the desk drawer. It's impossible to open when you're not present. Yeah, okay. Oh, Yokan there, I'll have that. Oh. I don't remember this window being open before. I don't remember it. Someone's shouting attention. Okay, here, have some. Have some attention. You gobshite. Ah, right, that's a puzzle room. Ah. Give me a second. The code still works. Origami of grievances. I happen to find out Suga's lacquer combination. The weird thing is, when you convert it to code, it looks like a cry for help. What am I supposed to do? It's not like I can do anything. Suga. Might as well take it. Right, well, there's no other codes here. So, one of the lockers, we need to use the code 505. Cry for help. So that'll be SOS. Ah, hold on. Is it in this room? Oh, look. That's Taiko Tsuchiya. I know that one of you try that. Here we go. Ah, so that's got us the origami. Asakura Ayumi. Can't remember that one. I'm trying not to get too close, and I knew it was yeah. Tsuchiya Taiko. Just going to quickly go back to the shrine because I can offer that. Very nice indeed. I might as well offer that because I don't like using it. Keep that as a backup just so I can need it. Oops. Well, because she was eating. No, I don't want to. I don't want to pray right now. I'm eating. Go away. Oh, that's right. We came through here. Okay. So now let's check out the other room in this direction. Right. Before I go into that obvious puzzle room, what about here? Answer is no. Game won't let me. And then there's the stairs. I think they're blocked off, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's right. They won't open without a key. that means we're now going to go into the rooms on the base level. And that will be around about here. Yes, here we go. Apologies, Pete. Slight itch in my eye, so I do apologise for that. Ah, yes. Right, before we head outside, let's take a look around. Desk drawers in the teacher's storage room have locks, but they're such bad quality they're just practically useless. Just the other day, I tried using the hairpin to open it, and what do you know? It pops open immediately. What's the use of these secure drawers when they aren't keeping anything safe? Seems like Sakako left her hairpin near the basket inside that rabbit hutch. Ah! That's a new route, I think. Interesting. Another Ramune. I'll take it because I can. Can always offer it in a moment. Or if I'm in a pinch and I need to create some space. So the rabbit hutch was over, I believe, in this direction. Yeah, I think it's that right there in the back corner. I think that's the rabbit hutch. There we go. You can use that to open drawers in place of a key. Oh, look. Crazy student is staring at me. Whatever can that mean? Yep. Here they come. They're getting closer using the scarecrow nature. Well, you can do that all you like. Creepy laughter. Okay, well if that won't open, this will. Main building's second stairwell key. Up on the second floor. I'm taking Monomi's advice from Danganronpa a bit too literally here. Remember to save regularly! But it's good advice for a survival horror game, people. It's actually tremendous advice. Ah. Okay, let's take the stairs on the other side then. I don't know if they're meant to be ones that you avoid, but... That's Monica on the piano with her song about the player. It won't open without a key. Has no one ever heard of kicking doors through in this universe? Is it just me? Final exam. Ah, 4th place. Asakura Ayumi. 479 points. That's the answer to her puzzle. And I need to use I need to create some space. So I will use a toolkit. I'm going to go back for that because I also want to find out what's in Asakura Yumi's locker. 479. That was the code. 479. 479. Interesting. All the scarecrows have gone. Why? Why have all the scarecrow side wielders gone? What's going on? Why have they vanished? That makes no sense. I don't like that. I'm suspicious of that. When enemies disappear for no reason, that's usually, despite what you think, not a good sign. When the enemies just have a habit of disappearing, that's a problem. I just don't know what that problem is. Still, we're locked in. So now we're going to go to the other locker room and we will find out what's in Asakura Yumi's locker. Yeah, even in here they've gone. This is weird. Oh, no. That's not the answer. Oh. Interesting, okay. Gave us a 3-digit code and it was a red herring. Out of curiosity, does it work in any of the other locks? Because someone's got a stalking thing for her. Nope. Okay, so much for that. I thought the code would have been the exam result, 479. I was wrong. I could try anagramming it out of curiosity. Like 974. Just out of morbid curiosity, 497. Just out of see. I don't think it's going to work. But while I've got the idea fresh in my mind. Nope, that's not it. Nope. It's fine. You didn't get anything wrong, Hinako. It's just that I'm being a clot and deciding to try something silly. And because you're controlled by me, you have no way of telling me to stop it. So I'm just trying all the variations I can think of for this code. And the answer is no. Okay, no big deal. If you had enough patience, you could brute force that by tracking all the possible codes. But it just takes too long, in my opinion. If you had literally no other option, and you had to get the code, then that'd be a different story. But for most people, it's a case of, nah, I'm moving on. It's like if you play Zero Escape games, you could technically brute force some of the answers to some of their puzzles, but if you do, you'll miss out on a huge clunker story, so you're best not doing it. Right, one of these doors. Ah, that door's open. That's clearly where we've got to go next. Yep, can't open that one. So it looks like we're locking in for a puzzle. I remember this. So I sat here and behind me was Rinko. She used to give me the right answers. Hinako isn't coming. I'm sorry for lying to you, but I thought that I needed to get you alone to find out how you truly feel. Look into your heart and try opening this box with your true feelings. Do you remember that day when the two of us just went to that cafe? We talked about how it felt like we were delinquents since we were supposed to be going to school that day. But you know what? I didn't care what the other people thought about us. Because as long as I could spend time with you, that's all I needed. We both ordered the same cake that day. I can still remember how my heart almost burst out my chest the moment the same words flowed from those lips. The sweet and tart fruit on the cake still lingers like taste in my mouth like it was yesterday. Do you remember the taste too? Yep, so the secret box is that. Yep. Ah, so on this one there's only 4 sides. Hmm. Yeah, we both ordered the same cake. The sweet and tart fruit. So that tells me you need one that's tart and one that's sweet. And we have the cake open for obvious reason. It won't be that. That's tomato. That's sushi. Alright, so let's try with just the fruits. I mean, that looks like a... That doesn't even look like a fruit. It looks like an aubergine. I'm just trying to brute force this now. Because all the answers don't seem to work. Let's say, all it says is sweet and tart fruit. Let's walk around the room, see if there's more clues. It seems like there's not enough clues there for me. Like, sweet and tart fruit. Well, with the way they designed the thing, it's difficult to really see what the shades are. I mean, like, I'd imagine that a tart fruit is an orange, a sweet fruit as tart is a strawberry, then you've got pears, they're quite sweet. So which ones do you combine? You know what I mean? It seems like there's missing information. And it looks like there's nothing else there. Sorry, but I saw a bit of a weird notification on my screen there. Oh, so it's just the fruits. Okay. So you did remember. Well, that makes me feel very special. By the way, are you over Hinako now? I apologize if I sound blunt, but I want to make it clear. That girl is dead. I know you're going through a rough time right now, and you must be in so much pain. But you know I can be there for you. Would you rather go through it yourself still? I can picture us slowly unfolding the pages of our hearts, talking about all the small, mundane details of our day-to-day lives. By filling up one journal after another of our thoughts, I know we can make a fresh start. A blank page on which we can write the new story of our lives. Surely you can see it too. So that'll be a journal, surely. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Well, that's not a journal. Okay. See if there's any more.
間違えたか。
There's a letter.
なんか違うな。
Dice makes no sense. Right, let's see if we can open up all the book ones. There we go. Yep, so there are all pages. I'm still glad to see you trying to stay positive. And remember, I'll always be here for you if you need anything. You know, you're not the only one who's sad because Hinako's no longer with us. If the two of us could huddle together, we could soothe this pain that bites like the cold of winter. And then suddenly, spring will arrive. Welcome us with sakura in full bloom and celebrate our union. Can you picture the beautifully blooming sakura awaiting us? So this is sakura flowers we need for this one. The question is, which one counts as a sakura? That's a clover, I think. Well, let's open them all. We'll start by going for elimination. That's a bonsai tree, so I doubt it. That looks like a sakura to me. So let's... Dear Shu, I like you. I love you. I always have, and I always will. I'm waiting to hear what you think about me. And there is the second floor classroom generic key. So in the first one, it's because it said sweet and tart fruit, but I don't like that clue for one very simple reason. People's taste buds are different. What some people might find...
お姉ちゃんどこ？
お友達と楽しく過ごせた？ならそろそろお支度をなさい。もうお友達とはお別れの時間よ。
お姉ちゃん。
あなたが殺すのはあなたの手で。それができるからここへ来たのでしょう。
So the scene of Hinako killing her friends is a reference to the point that happens later in the playthrough I did last time. Now I don't know if that might mean we might have a change of plan here, where the game changes. As you can see, it's got a lot further in. I don't remember it being like this when I first played. The old Annex main gate key, we found it. Ayumi from Track and Field Club said that she found a key with key box written on it during practice. If she doesn't get it back to you, then she probably left it in her locker when she went to change. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised she forgot. She looked exhausted after practice. So we need to find the key for her locker. Now, one of the things we did get was a key to the gate, which allows us to get out. So the question is... Oh, just found a bandage. Didn't really need to collect it, but I've got it anyway, which is fine. So, up here, nothing new. So if I go for key items... Ah... I think I remember that. It's collectibles. Yeah. It can be used to... the key to the old annex behind the school. It can be used to open the hall doors. Oh, hello. We've got more of those demons. That's what we don't need. Right, let's look around in here for all the clues. We have Arare, which is nice. TT's the most disgusting person I've ever met. Wish someone would destroy her locker. If anyone wants to make my wish come true, her locker combination is 377. Ah, that's Tatsumi Toshida or whatever her name is. So I've already got that one. Liar, 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 liar! Yep. Everyone's calling us a liar. So we've figured that door out. Can we get... So... I know you're here somewhere. Yes, there you are. Looking right at me. I knew one would attack me eventually. That's right. Die. We can't get to that door because of the student in the way. That's annoying. Alright, okay. Fair enough. Oh, what's this? Ah. Empty. That's what it is. So we need to get back to the locker room for code 377. It's at that point we will be able to find out what's in TT's locker. Chances are it might be a clue towards Ayumi Ishida's. So let's see what we can find. Meantime, could have enshrined one of you, I suppose. Just to create some room. So the toolkits I've been trying to save for my kitchen knife because the kitchen knife is so powerful. It's really, really powerful as a weapon. Does absolutely tons of damage. However, I've got to be careful I don't break them, so I want to try and use them where I can. It's not the first locker, it's the locker afterwards. But I think it's this locker here, actually. Yep, Tycho. Right, so we've got a dried carcass, which is great in terms of being able to access anything else. Getting more faith, but that's all we've got. Don't believe there's any more in here. Might as well check it out. Morbid curiosity. That was the first aid kit though. I'll grab that. That'll come in handy. Okay, so what I need to do is find the code for Ayumi's. But I'm not seeing it. Oh, hold on. Just realised something. When Mr. Yaneda was 20 years old, he came across an injured fox. Being the good teacher he is, he attended to the fox's wounds, shared his food with it, and cared for it. One day, when the fox had fully recovered, it opened its mouth and spoke in a human tongue. After expressing its appreciation to Mr. Yaneda, the fox then told him. The next page is torn out and on the ground. Oh, how convenient. The fox said, "Stupid old man. I'm just a fox. So we've got quite a lot of faith, but we're not in position yet to be doing what I need to with it. Yeah. It's gonna be up here. Yep, the annex main key. This place looks absolutely rotten. So we have 2 rooms available to us. Oh, what's this? I think that might be a RA. It is. Hey, fantastic. Oh. Miki. I have absolutely no idea how that crazy farmer spells Aishtaru, but I love you too. Mickey. Love. In Japanese, that'd be I, but there's no obvious way to get that from those codes. Asakura Ayumi, row 4, line 2. Yes. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. Legendary song by Mickey Tony. You're not wrong. I'm a mermaid. The sea is calling out of me. I can't believe the school doesn't even have a pool. The sea. The sea. It's the best thing in the world. So lovely. It's now my lucky combination. So that'll be 5, 3, 4 for C. 5, 3, 4. That'll be that one. Meanwhile, Mickey has one that says love. What would that be? 7, 0 something? Ah, yes. Owie, I've already got that one. I figured that code without it because I remembered it. Because the code didn't change. Oh, we got some chocolate too. Awesome. Right, so what's in the other room? Assuming I can get into the room anyway. Let's take a look. The door is here. Oh, we can get in here. Okay. Is there anything of interest? Message on the blackboard is been scrubbed out. Okay. Why have this room? Radio. Suggesting that Hinako may have been murdered. If that's anything to go by. Might as well fully repair my kitchen knife if I can do that for free. No reason not to. Because the pipe I can get a replacement for before I leave. What's back here? Anything or nothing. Looks to be a big bag of nothing. Oh, that's disappointing. I always find it irritating when you go somewhere and find that. So, we know that C is Asakura Ayumi's. We know that. And it mentioned Mickey had the one for love, which sounds like it's going to be 7, 0 something. Or it could be 1, 0 something. Because the I is the use for one, isn't it? Right, so this should be 5, 3, 4. Yep. So let's go as the key cabinet key. Oh, we just found Hinako's locker briefly then. As for love though, I'm not seeing it, yeah. I have no idea how that crazy farmer spells Aishtaru, but I love you too. So it's 4150 plus 3 divided by 6. That can't be right, can it? That doesn't make sense at all. Also, I'm not seeing anywhere to input it because I'm not seeing another locker. Unless I've already got it open somehow. You know what I mean? So I'm not seeing another locker to unlock. Oh, hello. Hi there. Sod off. Ah. See, you just keep trying to attack me like that. Who do you think you are? Yeah, so whoever this Mickey is, I'm not seeing their locker. That's getting really irritating. Yes, I'm supposed to head back to Shu and Rinko, but the thing is, where is Mickey's locker? I'm not seeing a locker for Mickey anywhere, and I'm tempted to look it up. Because I feel like I've been missing out on something if I don't get it. Assuming I've not already got it and not realised. But I don't think I have. I gotta know. I'm gonna have to take a look at this. 1 second, Papes. I'm gonna have to find out. I'm curious. One second, people. Apologies. Right, curiously enough, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything about it. So, wherever Mickey's locker is, I don't know. So, with that in mind, let's firstly switch out that pipe for a fresh one. I might as well. Yeah, we were briefly on pause. I was just looking up something, maybe, and we're now back. Basically, I've got the key for Mickey's locker, but I can't find Mickey's locker anywhere. So, I'll save that for a future run.
私と二人で新しい宇宙戦争を始めようよ。シュウ君が望むなら相棒の役でも悪の女幹部の役でもいいんだよ。
鍵見つけたぞ。
おかえり。面倒をかけたな。相棒も休めよ。俺たち先に休んだから。
休みなよ。私とシュウ君で寝ずの番をしててあげるから。
いや、私は本当に大丈夫。
ひなこ、休めよ。あとは俺たちが見張っておくから。
おやすみ、ひなこ。
That's not creepy at all, is it?
Night night, Hinako.
でもさ、シュウ君もああいうの好きでしょ。
興味ねえよ。
でも。
君に命を救われ魂を奪われた私だ。今度は私が君の魂を救い古き君の命を奪おう。
Ugh. Interesting.
無理しなくていい。
What the
まだ
fuck?
休んでいるといい。
We've already got the wolf arm on the fox mask, eh?
起きられます。
What the fuck?
辛い儀式だったろう。よく耐えた。よく頑張ってくれたね、ひなこ。さあ、先に進もう。
Okay, why the fuck has this happened? We didn't do it ourselves this time. Yep, the story's definitely diverged now, people. We are very much in uncharted waters here. Does this mean we don't have the situation where we were basically going after So when starting the game from a completed file, using an offering that recovers sanity will also fill up the kudzu seal. And Soul Salve will be able to affect multiple inanimate enemies. So basically we've got new abilities. So we can now fill up the kudzu seal quite quickly as well. Oh wow, okay. But we've got all of this already. And we've now got all the Amoris. Like I said, we've not got the heavy weapons as yet. But yeah, we can now follow multiple inanimate enemies to make our charge even easier. Yep, that's fine. When using while using R1, you can unleash a devastating follow-up attack. So we've been instantly skipped to the Fox mode. With that in mind, though, we might as well equip our Amoris. Because we no longer need the one for high effective weapons. There's no much point. So we'll have that one. And then weapon durability, again, we don't need it. So we can either have the amount of stamina when sprinting. Dodging does not consume stamina in those modes. Greatly decreases focus charging time. Greatly decreases sanity consumption while using focus. That could come in handy, actually. We're trying to find a way to open the sacred door. Aha. Go through the door. And it is pretty dark in here. Yes. Yes, we're at Sakako's place. Go with that one there. Just a note. As Sakako's mother, I want to thank you for teaching my daughter. I wanted to apologize for what happened to the other day on the field trip. It seems Sakako caused a lot of trouble. My daughter has been at a way ever since she was young. As a child, she always hated when we turned off the lights to go to bed, and she avoided dark movie theaters and tunnels like the plague. I mistakenly thought that she had overgrown her fear of the dark, now that she's grown up. I believe the reason her fear came back during the field trip is because she's unaccustomed to sleeping in a different environment. I gave her a stern talking to for behaving so shamefully at her age. She has since reflected on her behavior and is sorry for how she acted. Please accept both her and my apologies. Wow, Parent of the Year right there. Got 3 yoke on that. I had a strange dream. It's about a very old sword, one that was cursed, steeped in evil energy. The sword must be the source of the corrupt god's power. I'm sure of it. But because the sword itself is divine, it can't be destroyed. However, if someone were to purify it, then surely the corrupt god could be weakened. If the sword could be submerged in the elixir and exorcise evil spirits, then it could be used to sever the strings that control those who roam lost in the fog. Ah, so the sword is going to be a key to one of the endings. That's what that's telling me. Right, so the door is sealed at the moment because I've got the white on, but we can go this way. Before we go down the blue route, let's... Yep, there's nothing here. We can't go any further because we need to create a room. In which case... Yeah, so we can change that back. Oh. Right. We've got to find Sakuko. So, interesting, we're doing this with the fox form already, because it was this that led to the creation of the fox form. Yeah, that's it. So we have to go through certain areas. Right, that way is blocked off by green. That's blue. Ah, yes, more lockers. Found a bandage there, which could come in handy, I suppose. I wonder if any of these lockers might be Mickey's. Doesn't look like it. No. No, it's not. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, hello. I was hoping to actually get around that, but never mind. Well, that's irritating, because I'm not getting the soul siphon from them. I normally hate gym class, but today was different. Something nice happened. The handwriting here is erratic, as if overcome with emotion. Rhythm is perfect, tripped and fell today. Looks like even Hinako, the star athlete, can mess up. She scraped her knee and started bleeding. I wish she'd fallen flat on her face and ruined that pretty nose of hers, too. Yeah, we are literally getting the Japanese version of Mean Girls here, aren't we? So why is her locker there? Here they come. Ah, that door's blocked off. Okay. We have to go this way. It's the railroaded route. Yeah, that's me saying get out. Ah, that's the way back here, but now there's loads of blood writing on the walls. That's interesting. So why is there a load of blood writing everywhere? That seems somewhat skew-whiff to me. Intriguing. Yeah, I see. There's always one hidden, isn't there, people? There's always one. Oh, first aid kit. Fully restores health. Oh. I don't have it equipped. Okay. One moment, please, people. Sorry about this. There we go. Go on then, let's press it. So now the red door is open. Here they come. So I know you're there and I'm gonna come out and find you and kill you. Because there was no blue light this time, I was able to soul siphon it. And that's why I couldn't soul siphon earlier. Shrud Aberage. Which needs some space to use. Oh, come on. There we go. I'll cheat and use that then. Now the divining waters are useful because you can get much closer. Yeah, now we can't get out. So that tells me what we need to do is essentially move around the switches. A bit like in Maraki's palace. So if I'm right, we'll activate this. Yep, so we've now got the green. Ah, well that will allow us then to get back through with the whites. So we can keep the red open. And that would give us the green route. Right, okay. Yes, I imagine this is probably going to be one of the final areas we do for tonight's stream. I have work in the morning, as do many other people. However, I am going to be back on Wednesday evening when I carry on playing Batman Arkham City. And I'm also going to advise that he's not here this week, but Chris JT 1985 has started uploading a new series to his YouTube channel, and that's called Plane Accident Investigator or something. So I'm interested to check that out. It looks like nice little bite-sized episodes. Do go and check him out over on YouTube. And of course, Queen3210 has also got plenty of content still going as we speak. The likes of the playthrough of Final Fantasy X-2 to 100% completion, the ongoing playthrough Persona 3 Reload, the recently started Resident Evil remake, which I'm really digging despite how challenging that game is for her. There's plenty of content out there, including some classics, the likes of Danganronpa, the likes of Dishonored 2. So do go and check out those channels as well. They're all brilliant, well worth checking out. That's interesting. You get Remembrance Day off. We don't. We don't get it off over here in the UK. Remembrance Day isn't Remembrance here. Right, so this is where we found her hairpin. Another bandage.
Hey, Mr. Rabbit, guess what? I decided today I'm giving you a new name.
The handwriting here is erratic, as if the writer is overcome with emotion.
Your new name is Hinako, got it? Hinako. Don't you think it's super cute? It's the same name as that awful, horrible, mean, cruel Hinako who left me all by myself and went far, far away. I hate her! I know why she threw me away. It's because I'm dark and sad and mean. Dang it, I forgot the stuff I needed to cut off Hinako's arms and legs. Oh well, I'll just cut her into tiny pieces tomorrow.
That's right, get out. Come on. That's right, sod off. Get out of my sight. Meanwhile, good evening, Queen. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just actually mentioned your channel and Chris's a few moments ago, actually. So you timed that well. But yes, we've actually got the arm earlier than expected because the game's decided that we have to have our arm early. So yes, we found ourselves in a situation where we've woke up and we are now the Fox Beast. We didn't do the ritual, that's the thing. The game's changed, Queen, so it's a minor spoiler, but not a big one. Because the story's changed. Many things have happened here which are a bit different. We've taken a segue in a different way. Doing the school was different because we went a different way through it. That greatly restores health, apparently. In which case, I will have that. Might as well. Yeah, the whole game's taken a bit of an odd turn. So I'm interested to see what's new. Because, of course, I still have yet to use the red pills. I've actually found a way to dispose of them. It turns out if you press square, you can discard items. So I just discarded all the red pills. I've not got them anymore.
Dear Hinako, good luck and bad luck are two sides of the same coin. For one person, today could be lucky, but for someone else, it might be the opposite. Right now, a bright sun shines upon you, but that sun also makes your shadow very long and dark. Dark shadows draw evil toward them. I really didn't want to send you a letter like this on your special day, but I just couldn't get it off my mind. Essentially, your fortune is taking a turn for the worse. There's just something not right about the sun and the shadows that surround you. Where are you, Hinako? It should be a day for celebration, yet you're...
The note was left unfinished and crumpled up.
Grandpa's saying he'll let the shrine come to an end after his generation. Not many people bother visiting such a small, insignificant shrine. It seems nobody wants to go to the effort of coming all the way here to pray to Inari-sama. There are Hakura statues dedicated to Inari-sama all over town anyway. Older folks just go wherever's closest to them to pray. There's no reason for them to come to the shrine. There are Hakura statues... Oh. But if there were more devout worshippers, if people held more respect for the shrine, then maybe Sensen-Sugi Shrine could be restored to its former glory. Are these just events unfolding as the gods have planned? Just like Grandpa always says, does Sensen-Sugi Shrine really no longer serve a purpose? No, it simply can't be true. I've heard how the gods weep.
Yeah, so... Sakuno's dreams to restore this shrine to its former glory, but would such a thing be possible? Can't imagine the town's elderly resident climb all the way up here. The people used to worship the 1,000-year cedar, now they pray to the Inari statues, and the stands for that rather than some revered god, maybe we humans hold more power because we choose which god to worship. An intriguing perspective. Oh, hello. What's in the drawer? A big fat nothing. Of course there isn't anything in there. That'd be too easy. Ah, right, okay. So we can change that from white to blue. Yeah, I saw the the flashing thing as it was doing the whole. Come in. Ah, no, that's just annoying. I hate that move. Luckily, I was able to wombo combo it, so it's fine. Yay! I just got a trophy called No One Left Behind. Whatever that means, I don't know. That's interesting. Don't need it. No One Left Behind. I wonder what I did to trigger that then. That assumes that I didn't leave anyone behind, but I've no idea who that would be. Ah, this is the light chamber. And this is where, in the previous playthrough, I had to turn out the lights. Obtain the key in front of the cage. Ah, yes. Two must face each other as one to pray for their mutual prosperity. Those who do so shall lift their heads level to level height, as if they were reflections in a mirror as custom dictates. With the shading of light shall you condemn the past to dark. Yep. So basically, they must face each other as one. And I think that to do that, it requires moving the lights. But I'm a bit uncomfortable with this because I didn't want to do that. Yeah, see what I mean? So that's how that works. So essentially... what we're trying to do here... Yep, the Talon lampshade. I'm not happy about this because I think the game's forcing me to do something I don't want to do, which is to put out the lights. Oh, that's got a chain on it. Is it just me who thinks this is a great irony? I just unlocked a trophy that says, no one left behind. And then I deliberately walked out and left her behind. Is it just me? Is it just me who thinks that's somewhat hypocritical? Ah, I can't operate the levers anymore. Now, I thought I'd be able to operate the levers so that I could go back and unlock that door, but they're all open. Ooh, what the hell? That sounded like something just opened then, or closed. And yes, it's definitely dark now for Sakuko. Something about seeing that scene where Hinako was wearing the fox mask made it even creepier. I'm trying to see if there's any way that I can help her, but I don't think I can. The game won't let me. That's why I'm running back through now. I'm just trying to see if there's any way I can activate, you know, the gate. But I'm not seeing anything. So, I mean, I can't activate any of the switches. So there's nothing here. Which means, unfortunately, there's going to be another scene that I don't really enjoy that I'm going to deal with. So, yeah. I was thinking by coming here with the fox mask and essentially having access to the powers would enable us to set Sakuko free, because if you noticed, in that little cell she was in, there was a chain on the door. Now, Hinako realistically could have ripped that off, but she chose not to. She instead walked away. And as you can see, that door here is the only one that's shut. I can't activate any of the other doors. Go to a different slot. We'll go to that one there. Oh, that's interesting. It's opened one of the doors without going the other way. Ah, but you need the second key. I thought for a moment then I'd activated a point. Ah, so that's what it was. I basically made it so they couldn't reanimate. Right, okay, that makes more sense now, Queen. But yeah, so I thought I'd trigger the way there to essentially choose which door you go through. But I didn't. It wasn't down to that at all. So that's a bit frustrating, really. And say it seems a bit strange that I unlocked that trophy and then immediately afterwards leave behind someone really important. There's a paradox there, to say the least. I get the feeling that was not intended by the developers. I don't think you're supposed to do it that way, but trust me to find some way to make it ironic. Ah, yes.
Hinako, 今日は一段と綺麗だね。
Saying that I look more beautiful than ever. This is one of the parts I really felt uncomfortable with, because what happens to Rinko... Well... Yeah. It is indeed Rinko, that's exactly who it is. And look where she is. No, you're quite correct. That's not good. Well, that's the thing. Going through the puzzle, I didn't see any options, any obvious way to do it. Again, it might be because I'm missing something really, really obvious, but I'm not seeing it for now. Because you see, when we played the game first time, we were not in wolf form at this point of the game. Well, fox form rather than wolf form.
My future friend, spring unfurls around me in vivid colour as I write you this letter. Upon your arrival, you may bear anxiety about your new life. The slightest remembrance of your old home may call tears to your eyes, like it once did to mine. The scent of ripe plums joins with warblers' birdsong in bittersweet union, memories that call me home to a mountain spring village. Everywhere I turn, I'm met with splendour. The sound of chirping warblers, the smell of sweet plums. I am certain that this land, though new to you, shall become a place of respite and tranquility. You and I call the same village home, so please, share with me whatever weighs on your mind. I am eager to hear your stories of home, and together we...
And there is nothing left behind. The other day, my honourable father-in-law told me that fate had smiled upon me, that my blood had been blessed by the stars, for I am Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars. If I attempt to interpret his words, I can only understand them to mean that he believes that an intervention of good fortune, or coincidence, allowed me to be so connected with this house. However, I do not believe he meant to humble me with his words. Instead, I think his words should be taken more literally. My very blood was favoured by fate. In the world of mortals there exist rare individuals who possess non-ABO blood types, so maybe having blood that was blessed by the stars simply means that I was born with a rare mutation. After all, there are many variations, some of which are as uncommon as 1 in 100,000 people. Perhaps when a human child possesses blood that contains the power to deepen the bond between mortals and gods is born into a village, they are selected as a candidate for a hyrogamous marriage. If such is the case, then it would explain why such partnerships are so infrequent. I wonder who shall be next to be welcomed into this world. If it is another child but left by fate, then I would like to do all my power to help them transition to their new life. Mayumi. We've got another EMA, which is awesome. Oh, what's that? Performing a counter without focus increases damage afflicted. Stacks up to 5 times and resets when damage is taken. So basically, if you counter without using focus, you do shitloads more damage. So if you become basically a master of Expedition 33, you'll be right at home with this game. If there was a way to get auto counter, well, that'd make that mode, that would make that one broken. Simply put, that would be an absolutely broken Omori. If you could combine it with one that, like, if there is one that gives you auto counter, you could have auto counter and stack the damage. I mean, that would be pretty broken. It would also be very, very fun. And I like the concept of being very, very fun when it comes to games that are often kicking my backside. That's one thing I will say about this game. It's not an easy game. This game has required, well, a lot of patience. Right, well, it looks like I've got to choose a path. I either close the red or the blue. That's the red to blue. And that's the green to white. So that would open that route there. Let's give it a try. And I will very quickly save my progress, as we are nearing the end of tonight's stream, but this is certainly intriguing how things have gone. It's been listed as a game not for you, Avian. It's one that's not on your to-play list. So I've really enjoyed it. Oh, here we go. I knew they'd be coming around the corner. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Ow. Yeah, so now we can look on Hinako's friend Rinko and look at her. That's not good. That's not a place you want to be. That one's a green, so I need a green one to go through that. Oh, here they come again. I hate these enemies. I'm sure they hate me too, to be fair, so the feeling's probably mutual. Ah, here we go. Right, I can't say. Ah, yes, it's the sweet shop. These candies bring back memories. Ah, yes, I remember this. Now, if you turn the light off, it changes the room. So before I do turn off the light, I just want to check everything else.
Why do I have to live here of all places? Shu is all the way on the other side of town. Me my dream of us walking home together will never come true. I remember how I organized everyone from class to go to Chiseria together after school. We chatted as we walked, then went our separate ways home. The walk to the store was painfully short. Still, having just a few extra minutes I could spend with Shu outside of school was all I could have asked for.
Yep, Rinko's a yandere. Well, maybe not a yandere, but she definitely wants to stay close to Shu. Fox origami. The handwriting here is erratic.
Hinako, why are you here? This is supposed to be my chance to talk to Shu alone. Why the hell are you here? And why the hell are you cozying up next to Shu like that's where you belong? And the cherry on top, Sakugo decided to tag along too, just because of you. But I can forgive her. I mean, she did me the favor of dying soon enough anyway. How long are you gonna keep living for? You're already dead! Quit haunting Ibisagawa like some pathetic ghost! Today I brought all my friends candy from the candy store. It's a lot more fun to eat with friends than eat alone. No. No, all the candy is mine. All the candy is mine. It's not for sharing. Unless I'm giving it to some relative's kids to keep them hyper. I would never do anything so cruel. Would I? Would I?
私もこれ以上怒らせるな。
Now, you see, you make it sound like we're all chaotic evil, and you're probably correct to assume that, but that's not the point.
All of a sudden, the town was enveloped in a thick fog. Everywhere I looked, saw strange monsters. I could only bring myself to sit inside my empty house, alone and shaking. That's when Shu came and rescued me. After that, it didn't matter how terrifying the outside world was. As long as I was able to spend some time alone with Shu.
The handwriting suddenly turns frightening.
But then I realized that cockroach Hinako was with him. What are the odds? Just die, you pest! You don't belong in this town anymore. Did you forget that?
Well, they're really trying to turn Hinako into a pariah in this game, aren't they? Yummy. Now, Queen, that's beyond a-hole. That's like these people who tell new hires to go to the tool room for a long wait. Okay, this did something I never thought I'd ever do. 2 perfect dodges in a row. That's why you got the sudden Matrix swing twice.
Today I bought all my friends candy from the candy store.
The handwriting suddenly turns oddly distorted.
Everyone was slobbering over the snacks and thanking me again and again. It reminded me of the time I fed fish at the park. The way their mouths gave wide as they begged for food. What a bunch of idiots! And that poor-ass dirt Hinako? All it took was one piece of cheap candy to have her follow me around like a dog. It's almost cute how stupid she is. A cockroach like her deserves to die.
There we go. Absolutely, Queen. I mean, that one's horrible because again, it's also making fun of people who are literally unable to have, like, you know, regular functioning bodies because they have, well, one of the senses doesn't work. You're mocking them as well as mocking the person who you're basically taking the piss out of. However, I would love to have read what Rinko just said then, but unfortunately I couldn't. Absolutely, yeah. You got the ableist point of view for anyone who does that, and you've also got the other point, which is, quite frankly, it's a disgusting thing to do. So, we've put in one of the pieces, and we are deep in this new explored mode of the game. And that is where we are going to wrap up for this evening. However, what I am going to do is say that on Wednesday evening at 8 PM the GMT, I will be right back here as we play Arkham City. We're going to carry on because I'm ready to wipe that smug smile off the Riddler's face. I want to do it. I am ready. You can also go check out Queen for the Titan over on YouTube, where you got the playthroughs of the likes of Persona 3 Reload, the likes of Final Fantasy X 2 to 100%, the recently started Resident Evil 1 remake, which is proving somewhat of a challenge, but it's fun to watch. We also got classic streams, with classic games rather than streams. The likes of Dishonored 2, the likes of Danganronpa, the likes of Phoenix Wright, and many, many more. You can also go check out Chris JT 1985. I almost mixed the names up there. Chris JT 1985 over on YouTube. He's got a current new series called Plane Accident Investigator, I think, which he's launching because he's away at the moment, but he is due back at some point, either next week or the week after. So do keep an eye on his channel. You've also got the archive streams for the likes of Kingdom Hearts 3 and Expedition 33 and many more as well. So until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And things are starting to get weird in this run. I have no idea what ending I'm on for.